Hey, sports card fans, it's John, Wade Boggs fan. You probably know that I did a video not too long ago in which I highlighted 100 baseball cards that I would buy if I had $100,000 to spend. Not too long after that video, I picked up the first card off that list and did a video on that. Well, now I have two more cards that I've picked up off that list. I'm going to show you here, as well as a bonus card that I picked up that very well could have made that list, but it was just short. So I'm going to show that off as well. And if you noticed the thumbnail to this video, you'll see a red X through the first card that I picked up. So as I keep doing these videos, hopefully I'll do more, meaning pick up more of the cards off that 100 card list. Subsequent thumbnails will have X's through the cards that I've picked up, so you can sort of see the progress that I've made over time. So without any further ado, let's go check out two more cards out of my 100 cards that I'd buy for $100,000. All right, I'm going to start off, in case you missed the video where I showed off the first card that I got off my 100 cards for $100,000. I thought I'd show it off in this video. I'm not always going to do a recap of the previous cards I bought for every video, but since it was the first one, I'll show it off here. It was the 1972 Topps Yastrzemski. Really nice looking card. I was actually only looking for a PSA 7, came across this 7.5. Perfectly centered card, which is what I'm mainly concerned about in the particular grade that I'm going after. Nice clean back as well. I was hoping to pick up a 7 for around $50. Ended up picking this 7.5 up with shipping and tax for $60. So I think I did pretty good. Now, when I did my initial budget or pricing of the cards to get to $100,000, I really didn't figure in, especially on these lower price cards, I didn't figure in shipping and tax and stuff like that. So again, to be able to pick up a half a grade higher for just $10 over what I had sort of budgeted is not that bad. So, all right, on to card number 2 off my 100 card list, and it is the 1973 Topps Hank Aaron. And I was looking for this in a 6, and I found a really nicely centered copy. I do have to say it's not one of my favorite Hank Aaron cards, but the reason why it's on the list is I'm trying to go for, over time, as much of a Hank Aaron complete Topps run as I can, and 73 Topps is part of that run. Yeah, just not the most exciting image of him, but still a cool card. Again, somewhat hard to find this centered, well centered, and usually when you do, there are sharper corners and makes it a 7 or an 8 way, out of my what I want to spend on this card. The back is really nice as well. Again, on these backs of these 73s, you may get nicely centered on the front, but way off, typically left to right on the back. Now, the only thing that hampers the back there, I noticed after I got it, I didn't notice in the listing, there's a little fisheye print mark there, that little circle there, but really it doesn't take away from the back of the card. Really nice and clean, and like I said, nicely centered front. So my budget for a PSA 6, I was trying to get it for $75, and happened, I think this one was an auction because most of the buy it nows were all like $100 or more for a 6, and not as well centered as this one was. So again, with shipping and tax, cost me $85. So not too bad. Hey, $10 more for a card that others are asking for buy it now over $100. I think I did pretty good. All right, card number 3 continues my Yastrzemski run, and I'm doing pretty good here with his run here. I picked up the 1970 Topps in a PSA 7. Again, really well centered, in my opinion, on the front. I think maybe there's a little ding on that corner there. But geez, overall, a nice clean front. Some of the sevens I've seen have, roller marks where you see some ink blotches down near his name. But nice card, and the back is very well centered as well. Nice white. Some of these cards you see are a little darker, that they're faded, but this is a nice bright white card color on the back. And my budget for this card was $75. And with shipping and tax all in, I was in for $75. So this one I managed to actually stay on budget for even factoring in shipping and tax. So I was very pleased with this card that I picked up. Again, I've seen other sevens, way off centered, so they must have sharper corners. I'm not too concerned about the corners, but I think this presents very, very well for a 7. So for my Koyastrzemski run, I think I'm only missing 1973 tops to complete all the 1970s cards. And then I have his rookie card in 1966. So once I pick up the 73, I'll be able to concentrate on his 60s cards. All right, now for the bonus. I hadn't necessarily planned on picking this card up, but I was looking through, some eBay searches that I have saved, came across this card, and I had seen similar ones, again, for buy it now in this particular grade, and just thought they were all way too high for buy it now prices. And this one came up for auction. So I said, well, maybe I can, pick it up for around PSA comps of what, recent ones have sold for, and put in a bid toward the very end, and actually won it. I think these, in this grade, the average price with PSA was maybe around $50. And I think even with shipping and taxes, I was a few bucks short of that. So I think I picked it up for, I want to say like maybe $42 and another $5-6 with shipping and tax and stuff. But really sharp looking card. And I had considered adding this player to my 100 cards for $100,000, because eventually I would like to do a run of his cards. But I put Hank Aaron, Mickey Mantle, and Koyastrzemski ahead of just my personal interest. But this adds to my small run, but growing run of this player's cards. And it is another 1970 Topps card, and it is of Tom Seaver. PSA 6, which is I'm very happy with. And again, for a 6, really nice centered on the front, I think, top to bottom, left to right. Again, maybe slightly off. I'm not looking for perfection, especially, you're not going to get perfection for a PSA 6. But really sharp looking card. The back is nice as well. Now, compare that to the Koyastrzemski. I mentioned the Stremski was a nice, really bright white. That one has a little discoloration to it, but the centering's pretty nice. And so overall, I'm very happy with this card, and especially for the price I got it for. So I think I have his 70, I want to say 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, and 79. So, my 1970s run for Tom Seaver is getting close to completion. I have a couple other big ones. The 1970 is going to be a big one, probably the 72 and so on. But yeah, managed to pick up another nice Tom Terrific. So there you go. That is my bonus card. And then I've picked up the Koyastrzemski. Oh, here we go. And the Hank Aaron. So let me know what you think about my progress on my 100 cards for $100,000. Again, trying to go for the low end cards again for my budget. I can maybe afford to go for some of these 75, 50, maybe $100 card. And then over time, as I'm able to save up some money, maybe I'll go for a little bit more expensive cards, but still making slow, and I knew it was going to be slow, progress. So now I have 97 more to go. Realistically, I'd be happy if I get half off of that list, but you never know. If you enjoyed this video, would appreciate you supporting my channel by hitting that like button. If you'd like to watch a similar video of mine, you can do it right here. If you're not currently subscribed and enjoy watching videos of vintage and modern baseball cards, you can subscribe to my channel right here. And better yet, click that bell to be notified the next time I upload a video. That's all I have for you. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.